And I'm going to give you one that I think is going to be an interesting one to discuss. I'm going to give you the referees. The referees of the NFL this year. Naughty or nice?
I gotta say naughty, man. Too many calls that are just we're being left up to them, and they are trying to insert themselves into too many games. You know what I mean? Like, I get calls being called during, like, either you're gonna say let them play, or you're gonna call everything right down to the T. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, I feel like being cool right now. I'm gonna let them play right now," and then when it comes down to it, you're like, oh yeah, penalty. Of course, you're gonna have people yelling out, but I think they're trying to have a little bit more control than they have. Now, I am also tainted because I just watched on Netflix the Tim Key story about the NBA ref that was betting on the games. So I kind of looked at the behind the scenes. Donahue, yeah. So I'm kind of looking at behind the scenes, and they're naughty in my opinion.
They're naughty. Anybody else have an opinion on the referees of the they want to give right now in the NFL? The referees, naughty, nice.
Give them all a call.
Give them more a call.
I mean, they're just not being consistent. It's not even just like they're inserting themselves into the game. They're not being consistent. And so, I mean, I was watching our game against Detroit, and there was a helmet-to-helmet hit in the game. Nothing. Nada. Nothing. If that had been Kareem, he would have gotten the flag, and he would have been out. Be consistent all the time. And fine, you're going to call offensive offsides now. Do it all the time. That's just the point. And that's why I still say it. I think they should be professional refs. Now, when they're professional, you get into the situation like you were talking about in the documentary, where they're a little bit more in there. But basketball was such a different game. There's how many over 100 games a season? You got
82 plus playoffs, 82 plus playoffs.
So, I mean, it's shorter, but I'm big for making the refs professional, making sure that they know exactly what they're doing, what they're supposed to be calling, and being more consistent with it.
Like in soccer.
Good.
Like in soccer, they are professionals, and I think they have a union and everything.
I like it. Like soccer's become a popular sport. I'm telling you.
Right. And it's not even all just it's not like we haven't had this issue. Like a couple of years ago, they had to get replacement refs because they weren't taking care of the refs we had. And then, they bring in these guys who are terrible. You know what I mean? Like Tina said, just get guys in here that know it, have them run through a rigid system, and, let them do it, man. Because a lot of people are getting very upset about this off the field. And if we're getting upset, then the players are, and the coaches too. So I
think it's time to move forward in the 21st century with having professional referees. Like, come on, like, we get it. No one cared about football back in the 1940s, but because college football was king. That's why I say that. I don't mean it. It wasn't, but it really was. And so, like, again, I think I agree with Tina. I think it's time. So the officiating department, because there is one, I think that they really need to do an overhaul and really say, we're just gonna have to actually train and keep people. I mean, I get it; it's a part-time gig, but you could still figure out a way where they are full-time employees, right? And actually trained and whatever, and it just like the teams do, right? You have a training camp, you have all this stuff like that, keep them working.
Referee camp.
Right, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm telling you, yes. Maybe they should be part of the training camp. You know what I mean? Like they should be part of those training camps. Like, when the players have to show up, so do the refs.
Definitely. So I think we're all on the same page here. Go ahead, Dita.
The refs are not employees; they're independent contractors.
Contractors,
right? That's what I mean. So they should be employees. They are. That's what I mean.
They should be. They really should be direct hires.
Yeah.
But they do get graded after every game. Like the officiating team does grade them, but there's no real consequence for that bad call or missing that call. So you don't get to do the playoffs or play or do the Super Bowl.